Okay, this is a video response to good black men and women. I mean, I think his name is Catchphrase. Good black men are hard to find, and not because they're all taken or gay, but because they're sitting there. To me, I feel like the good black man that I'm looking for is somewhere waiting on me as I'm waiting on him. And a good black man wants a good black woman. So at times, to be honest with you, I feel that the good black man that's meant for me, I'm not even ready for him yet. Like, I want to be like, when he sees me, I want him to look at me and say, that is who I am meant to be with. Because she has all her ducks in a row. So sometimes I get down on myself because I feel as if I'm not where a good black man would want me to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in school, I'm going to go to law school, and maybe my good black man wants me to be done with law school when he meets me. But he'd still miss out on me if he met me before I completed law school and decided, oh, that's not where my good black woman is. So sometimes I feel that men and women, we put tops on what we want, and, you know, it just, for lack of a better word, it messes us up. Because you can't put a top on something like that. You can't say this is what I need and this is the definite. You have to definitely know exactly what you want, but you have to have some leniency. Relationships are like a rubber band. Now, this isn't a rubber band, but this is as close as I'm going to get because it was sitting right there. We want stuff to be all inside of here, right? I need this, that, and that, and that. But the person we may meet, when we meet them, might be like this because they're working on getting themselves to here. And I'm not saying that when you meet someone, they need to be all jacked up and you mold them back into shape. No, because the work that they're doing is within themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm talking directly to somebody. So, anyway, like I said, when you meet a person, you want them to be here. But you might meet them and they're right here. But the potential that they have and what they're willing to do to get here on their own without even knowing you is what you really need to be focusing on. Because some people aren't where they need to be when you meet them, but they'll get there in due time. So, with that being said, sometimes what you want is not what you get, but it's in the works. And you just can't sit around and say, I have to have this and I have to have that. Because, I mean, and really, the person that you might be meant to have, the person that you may be looking for, could have straight hair and say, you know, you could meet her in conversation and in meetings and greetings. You could say, you know, I really like natural hair. And because of her being the woman she is and the potential that she sees in you, she could say, okay. And you could plant a little seed in a good black woman and say, well, this is a good black man. And if he likes natural hair, I'm going to let my hair grow out for 3 months and I'm cutting it off. But you'd never know that if every time someone walks up to you with straight hair, you say, no, my good black woman is natural. Or vice versa. I feel that women give men a lot of leeway on responsibility as far as being good men. I feel that we're so used to doing things ourselves, we don't ask for the help that we're entitled to, or we don't demand the help that we're entitled to. Even though my personal opinion about it is a good man is going to do it without me asking for it. That's how I feel. I probably am wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't feel that if I needed something and a good man knew I needed it, that I would have to voice my opinion about it. If a good man sees that I'm struggling, then he should be the first to say, baby, do you need help? But I don't know. More oftentimes than not, women say they want to do 50-50. And I feel that when a woman tells a man 50-50, it's not true. Because we already do more than 50-50 as far as like finances go. Like, if you're living with someone, 50-50 is not fair because it's never 50-50. Someone is always pulling more weight than the other. And as far as I'm concerned, the man, because you're stronger, of course, should pull more weight than the women if you want to be considered a man. If I pull more weight than you, then I'm considered the man. I'm the head of the household because I am doing the bulk of the work for the both of us. Because if we pay bills 50-50, but I cook, I clean, I wash, I dry, I fold, I iron, I put away, you know, I do all those things, that's more than 50-50. If you go to work and work 8 hours, I go to work and work 8 hours, and then I come home and I commence to do the housely duties of a woman, then something's got to give. And as a woman, I feel that a man should have more of a financial hold of a household than a woman does, because a woman is a woman, and I am of a man. I am there to help you pick up the slack, not the other way around. I also feel that independence in black women is because of the lack of good black men. If there are more black men who are there helping raise their daughters, the mothers wouldn't have to instill in them that we don't need men to take care of us. Even though my dad was around my stepdad was around my whole life. I didn't have another dad. He was my only dad. And he took care of us financially. Very good care of us, might I add. And he's a blessing of a black man. The epitome of a black man in my eyes. But black women are so used to being alone that they find themselves telling their daughters that you don't need a man to take care of you. You can do it on your own. So then when we get in a relationship with a man, we're used to doing it on our own. So we do. And then it makes us feel like you guys, or the men that we deal with, are less than men because we're with you and we're still doing everything on our own. So it's situational. Finding a good black man and or a good black woman is situational. It depends on how jaded you are from the last good black man or woman that you had. It depends on what you need in a good black man. Like my good black man, I don't know, he's beautiful. I haven't met him yet. I know he's out there and he's amazing. And on top of him being a real man, a real one, which to me means he takes care of the household financially, not even saying alone, because I don't mind working in, I don't have a problem, you know, that's not my issue, but he takes care of the household. He's honest, he's trustworthy, he's loyal, he's dependable, he's reliable, he's everything that a dog is not. And he's not perfect. He's flawed like everyone else. He makes me mad sometimes, and he, you know, I'm not even, he doesn't put his hands on me, but I'm not bent about, you know, arguing. Like, we may get into it from time to time, but I will not disrespect you as a man. And see, and that's what a lot of women do. They may have a good black man or something real close to a good black man, and they disrespect them. Respect is a funny thing in relationships. Respect can make you lose. Lack of respect can make you lose a lot in a relationship. Many black women do not respect black men and do not give them the credit when credit is due. Some women feel that men are supposed to do. They're supposed to do this. They're supposed to do that. But you have things as women that we're supposed to do. And for the most part, women in my age group don't do the things that I feel like women are supposed to do. I feel like women have a definite role in the household. When my father comes over to my house, or my brothers, I cook, I put their plates at the table. I mean, and some of my more liberal, or not liberal, but some more of my feminist friends would say that I cater to them, and I do, but they're worth it. My brothers are going to be good black men someday, and my father is definitely a good black man, and I feel like you give credit when credit is due. And if me making your plate when you get home from work is if that's credit, like, baby, I understand you had a long day at work, so I'm not going to make you do any more work once you step foot in this house. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't understand, like, the disconnect from that. Many women sit at home all day, and their husbands or boyfriends or fiancés or significant other comes home, and they're in the same spot as when they left. to me it's tacky. But even on your day off, we both work, and on my day off, I do nothing. That's not a good woman. A good woman keeps a good house, because your house is a reflection of your mental state, to me. So all in all, a good black men are hard to find.